Let me start by saying something real. In the United States this year alone, over 2.1 million people will be diagnosed with cancer. That's about 5,800 new cancer diagnoses every single day. Every single day, nearly 1,700 people die from cancer in this country. Breast cancer, the most common cancer among women in America, will affect more than 320,000 women this year alone. And God forbid, over 42,000 women will lose their lives. This means roughly one woman is diagnosed with breast cancer every 2 minutes. Right now, while you're listening to this, someone just got news that completely rocked their world. Someone just got a phone call that they weren't prepared for. Someone just lost a parent, a spouse, a child, a friend. And yet we wake up angry because someone didn't text us back fast enough. We spiral because someone unfollowed us. We obsess because a first date didn't work out. Today, I want to talk about perspective, because without it, you will sabotage your own peace. We live in a time where inconvenience feels like tragedy. You get left on red. You don't get that promotion. Your ex posts a picture on social media with someone else. Someone disagrees with you online, and we obsess. We replay it. We overanalyze it. We attach meaning to it. We turn it into a story about our worth. But step outside your bubble for just a moment. There are people praying for one more normal Tuesday. There are families wishing that they could go back to the argument that they had last week because at least everyone was still alive. There are people who would trade places with your bad day in a heartbeat. Now, perspective doesn't dismiss your feelings. It recalibrates them. Most of our suffering isn't survival suffering. It's ego suffering. Why didn't they choose me? Why didn't I get validated? Why wasn't I enough? When everything is about you, everything hurts you. Your world becomes small. And in a small world, small problems feel enormous. That's why rejection feels catastrophic. That's why dating feels exhausting. That's why social media feels like emotional warfare. We are obsessed over minor emotional wounds while ignoring the miracle of simply being alive. Imagine this. You're upset because someone ghosted you. Now, imagine getting a call tomorrow that someone you love has months to live. How important does that ghosting feel now? How important is that argument, or that delayed text, or that awkward date that you had? Perspective doesn't make you numb, it makes you wise. You can feel disappointment, but you stop treating every inconvenience like a life crisis. How many connections end over pride? How many people walk away because they needed to win the argument? If you truly understand how temporary life is, you would forgive faster, you would speak softer, and you would say, I love you more often. You wouldn't let small misunderstandings become permanent endings. Perspective softens ego, and ego ruins more relationships than incompatibility ever will. If tomorrow wasn't guaranteed, what would matter most? Who would matter most? Your social media image or the people who actually love you? Being right or being at peace? Perspective doesn't make you weak. It makes you emotionally mature. It makes you grounded. It makes you someone safe to love. Gratitude isn't cheesy. It's clarity. When you realize that over 600,000 people will lose their lives to cancer this year alone, you start appreciating ordinary mornings, ordinary dinners, quiet nights, parents that are still alive, and friends that will pick up the phone anytime you call. It's funny, we wait for tragedy to teach us what matters, but wise people don't wait. They practice perspective every day of their lives. So how do we build perspective? When something upsets you, ask, will this matter 5 years from now? If today was my last normal day, would I want to spend it angry? Is this real loss, or is it wounded ego? Most of what we suffer from is ego pain. It's not life pain. And there is a massive difference. Right now, someone is praying for one more day, one more breath, one more hug, one more chance at life. And you have today. Don't waste it obsessing over minor things. Don't ruin good relationships over pride. Don't let temporary emotions make permanent decisions for you. Life is fragile. Love is fragile. Time is fragile. But perspective, it's powerful. And the people who understand that they live differently. So if this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, please. Because we don't just talk about dating here, we talk about becoming better people with better perspective so we can build better relationships. And I will see you on the next episode.
Thanks for listening to Dating to Win. If you're serious about improving your dating game, don't miss an episode. Hit the subscribe button or go to youtube.com/datingtowin25. Good luck out there, and we'll see you on the next episode of Dating to Win.